What's up, bitches? It's Nacho here with week 2 of Nacho Everyday Pokemon League Season 3. This week, we're fighting Magic Blades, or Magic, coach of the Snowpoint City Blizzards, taking on your very own Detroit Teravolts. Magic is that guy who picked Zeraora round 1. He did have a late round 1 pick, but he did it nevertheless. And then to be even more of a meme, he paired it with Bulutran, so that's what I'm up against. So what I brought this week, I actually had kind of a tough time prepping for this, and I had to get kind of creative. But so let's start off with the Roserade, which is Black Sludge and like sort of defensive to be somewhat of a Bulu switch in, which of course didn't come, as you can see. And then I have Hidden Power Ground, so I'm speed creeping a Timid Heatran, and then running Technician for that. So beyond that, I have Life Orb Hydreigon with Dark Pulse, Earth Power, Draco obviously, and then I don't remember the last move. It was something. I don't know if I clicked it. Either way. Then next is a Jirachi, which is somewhat defensive. Iron Head and Heart Stamp with dang, I should probably look at my sets before this. Maybe I'll start doing team building. Anyway, Mega Lopunny with High Jump Kick, Return, Toxic, and Fake Out. So the Toxic is for the really obvious Fagrigus switch, and then I can always go into Hydreigon on it. Can't really do much to me. And then I've got Jellicent, physical Jellicent. It's there. And then also physically defensive Rotom Heat. So that's the team. Looking at his team, I was thinking that either the Araquanid or maybe the Heatran would lead. Trying to get rocks up, maybe, or perhaps get webs up. So I'm going to lead with Lopunny first, just to get Fake Out off or something, maybe pressure him out, or knowing that he might not want to stay in, just click Toxic on the incoming Fagrigus just to get that off. So let's jump into it. Let's see what he does. He actually leads Dragalge, and then I predict that he's not going to stay in on that, so I do click Toxic. I do kind of wish that I had not Mega'd, only because then I could switch in on like a Shadow Ball or a Hex or something if he had it, but it ultimately probably wouldn't have mattered anyway. Also, the other thing I could have done is I think I could have actually no, I guess I couldn't have done anything else. Anyway, so I did that. I didn't have to Mega, but I did. Didn't really matter, so I'm going to go right to Hydreigon here because that's my answer to it. Burns me, no big deal. I'm just going to click Dark Pulse because nothing really cares to take it except for the Dragalge, and Dragalge doesn't want to take a Draco after that. That's a 2-hit KO, so I'm just going to click it again as he gets rocks up. I'm taking a lot of chip from Burn and Life Orb, which isn't great because I still need this Fagrigus. I predict the close combat here as it comes out, and I don't take it that well. But now I don't think he's going to stay in, because I don't know that he can actually take me out with anything. But I'm wrong. Knockoff actually does take me out, so that's unfortunate. But I didn't need Roserade that bad. So he doesn't know if I'm Scarf, I assume, so I'm just going to overheat something. This obviously takes it really well. A Dragon's going to come back in as he gets up Toxic Spikes, and I'm still just getting worn down. So I'm going to Draco on this thing, thinking I would take it out. But he actually has Hibandberry, which is super unfortunate. So now he's going to Sludge Wave, and I lost my Hydreigon, which was my Fagrigus answer. Jirachi comes in, just clicks Heart Stamp, takes that out, and then I'm not too worried about that. I was just going to Iron Head. I don't know why. That was a weird play. So I got some chip off on Diggersby, which was nice, and then Araquanid wants to come in, So I Thunder Punch that. That was the other thing. Okay. So I just take that out. No big deal. This comes back in. Now I'm gonna go into Rotom because I figured he would try and burn me, and also I need to defog all these hazards away. I don't want him sticking around, coming back to bite me. So I do defog that, and here I forget. I think I'm outspeeding him, but I'm not. So yeah, that was a big mistake on my part. Turns out he's not Scarf. He's just Life Orb. I think I missed the Life Orb during the game. I knew I would live the knockoff though, so I can Scald and take it out. I will die to Plasma Fists. I don't mind stacking this. My only hope is to go into Jirachi here. And I'm actually, I don't think I said this actually. I remember this set now. It's Iron Head, Heart Stamp, Thunder Punch, and then Dynamic Punch with Phytinium Z, which was for the Heatran or the Diggersby, because I was speed creeping both, and they were both fairly likely switch-ins to this. Mostly the Heatran. So I figured that's a good lure for Heatran to take it out, although they were both gone. So anyway, my play here doesn't make a ton of sense, but I was like, okay, on the off chance that he tries to take me out with a knockoff, I think I live without him boosting, and if he thinks he can kill me, then maybe he's not sure of my investment or anything. Maybe he'll stay in and try and knock me off, or maybe he'll bulk up or something, and I can kill it with the Phytinium Z. But of course, the right play is to go into Rocky Helmet Cofagrigus, and does nothing to him, of course. So I'm just gonna kind of be forced to Iron Head it, because I don't want Lop to come in and get burned, even though it's fairly useless right now anyway. So now I'm just kind of, I don't know, trying to chip him down and hoping that maybe Zeraora didn't speed creep Lopunny or something crazy. Maybe he expected it to be gone, and decided that he could stand to not speed creep it or something. So anyway, here I am getting taken out by a Plasma Fist, and now Lopunny just comes in and I have to click Fake Out. And then if I had Quick Attack, it would have been really nice. I almost ran Quick Attack over Return, but I didn't. So Close Combat takes me out, and Magic wins 1-0. So, unfortunate game. I definitely didn't prep enough for Zeraora, unfortunately. Prepped for like everything else, but I didn't have anything to outspeed Zeraora for one, and it had almost perfect coverage to handle my entire team. So it was going to be a big problem, and I just, neglected to really do anything about it in prep. So it's kind of on me, it's kind of on Magic Magic did a good job playing the game. Had a good lure for my Hydreigon. So GG to you, Magic. So far we're 1-1. That's actually not terrible, especially since I'm still positive differential. Next week we fight Dra, and that's going to be a really tough matchup because he's a really good battler, good prepper too. So we'll see how we do there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh damn it, I was going to do a question of the day. It'll be on the screen, but I wanted to ask you your opinion on Zeraora, because I think a lot of different people have a lot of different thoughts on it, and it's not technically released yet, so not a lot of people have experience with it, maybe necessarily. But I don't hate it. Like, it's not a terrible Pokemon, but it's not something I would consider a tier 1 or a first overall pick or anything like that. I think it's a really good tier 2. Tier 1, I think it's a little bit outclassed by everything else in the tier. But it's definitely a really great speed tier, cool ability, cool coverage, setup options, so definitely not bad, but something I'd like to try out eventually, as long as it's not overvalued. Anyway, that's the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you guys next time.